now I'm finishing the touches on the grass right here. There we go. Changing brushes. And dark grass. You can do light brushes, but this technique I'll just use flickering up. Some tall grasses, a little bit close together. Okay. Like blades of grass shooting out of the grass. I'm so sorry. And don't worry, guys. Once you run out of color, you know what to do. You're the boss. So, color. A little bit more compact over here. There you go. Okay, so right here, there's the sun. The highlights are over here. Shadows are down here. Here we're gonna do a mountain. With very, very light blue. There you go. These are jagged mountains over there. So I'll install a bigger brush. Choose this light. Okay, this is a little bit too much color. So I'm going to dip it into more water to make it a little bit more moist. And don't worry, if you see pockets and pockets and pockets of water, immediately grab like a paper towel and just gently soaking it. You see the water? Soaking it. Now there's less water. So right now I can color a little bit more lighter. So right here I got the white part stuff now. I'm gonna quickly add the blues. The jagged edges right here. Don't worry if it doesn't show up. It will show up later with darker shades. Right now I'm bleeding it. When you have like too much water, you can just wipe it with a paper towel. But if you want colors to bleed like this, you just maintain it very, very wet. Right there, I just made a little bit of an accident. So I'll just choke it. Quickly get this done now. Finally, yes. So I'll just spread the colors on the other edges. Because these are more like the jagged and dangerous edges of the mountain. If you want to go hiking, you might want to take a look down if you're hiking a mountain. And don't worry about the jagged edges. You can get a clear view up there. You can even see your whole town up there. So here's the jagged edges right here. Remember, danger lurks at every single corner. Never keep your guard down. Okay, so there's the mountain right there. And if you want to even use darker shades, you don't use any water or just a teensy weensy tiny bit of a water. See? I'm not using much water as I used to. So right there's the jagged edges right there. So jagged edges coming right down there. There we go. Okay. So right now I'm doing the final touches of the intro. Finishing the final touches right here. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the mountain. Now you might notice that this looks a little bit too plain. Well, don't worry because I'm going to add some trees later. Okay. See. Okay, so right here, this is watercolor. It might look like acrylic to you, but I swear to you, it's not acrylic. So I got this. Okay. Sorry, my paintbrush just fell. There you go. Safely sound. So you might be thinking to yourself, what the heck is that blob over there? Well, that, my friends, is a tree. There we go. You might picture trees as like a circle and then a stick. Well, in this case, watercolor doesn't work like that, unless you're working with an abstract painting, of course. I'm gonna make like a teeny tiny little trees right here because it's very, very far away. There There's a tree right there, and there's a big tree right here. This one's up to scale. There we go. I'm gonna add a little bit of shades right here. There we go. So now it's like, what? Those are green clouds or what? No, those are trees still. Now the only thing missing is brown. So this is like a light color savanna. So the trees have like maybe a little bit of light brown skin. So right now, showing the deeds. Remember, this is watercolor, not acrylic. If you're beginner at watercolor, you might as well use the lighter watercolor. So remember, I'm starting with a light layer, not a dark layer. So in this case, the trees are maybe a little bit too much of a trunk. So here I'm going to drain a little bit. All right. Oh. Change of brush with a very skinnier and lighter brush. Oh, here's the first stick. If you want to make the trees look a little bit more transparent, use this technique. Okay, so right here. Let me check if this is dry. Right here's a little humid, right here's a lot dry. Okay, so these two are dry. And then yeah, a little bit of shade. There we go, shade complete. trees. And right here, there's nothing. Right here is just the horizon, the huge mountain. Right here's the sun. Right here's the blue sky. I'm going to paint real lightly. And making sure not to blend the mountain with the sky, because then it looks like a whole bunch of blue. Makes it a little bit cartoony. So at first I'm adding like a layer of water first. Then I'm using the blue. You might notice that it's bleeding a little bit. Okay, right here the water is getting a little bit too crazy right here. So I'll just draw a paper towel here. Paper towel here. A little bit there. And there you go. Change of brush. So if you have two things like that look like the same color, it's not pretty a good balance. So you have to like add another layer of color. Remember, the sun is this way. So in this case, oh look, the water's getting a little bit too crazy right here. Use a paper towel in order to control it. You see what happens when you enter a little too much of water. There you go. There's yellow. Go. So that's like the sunset. And let me add a little bit of red. Okay. You can also make clouds with a paper towel. Gently scrape off the water. Okay. Now let me choose another color. I'll use this bright red and this bright orange. So right now it's like a sunset over there. A little bit of yellow right here, so that we know that the sun is this way, not that way. And just a little bit of a pine tree.